Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is July 16, 2015. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. So what you're going to see here is that the futures are flying high this morning. They're moving up nicely. Right now, they're trading up around, I believe, about 10 points right now to 2,114 points per contract. That's a decent little pop. We'll see if this is sustainable. But the market catching a pretty good bid this morning before the opening bell. So we're going to respect what we're seeing on the charts, and we're just going to go into what can make money today, and that's a lot of stocks in the news. You also have the ECB talking. I'm sure the markets could be moving on some of those comments by Mario Draghi. It looks like they left everything the same, but a press conference is taking place from Mario Draghi and the European Central Bank. So we'll see what comes out of that for the most part. But let's talk about some stocks in the news. We're going to start off with Intel. INTC is the first name up today, and you're going to see the stock is trading at $30.32. It did spike initially all the way up to $32.40. So if you're an InTheMoneyStocks member, you know this was the high range we were looking for on any spike. And now the stock has come right back down, but it is still positive on the session, trading at $30.35. So again, we'll watch this one once the opening bell rings. There's no real levels for this, but this is in play today. So there's a good chance we will be trading Intel. Next one on my radar here is NFLX. NFLX is the ticker symbol. Stock is trading sharply higher. You're going to notice I have a black line up here. This was a level I gave the InTheMoneyStocks members yesterday. I said NFLX could pop on the earnings up to this level, and that's sure enough where it went, right around the 110 area. So again, I don't see a lot of upside for Netflix here, but the stock is still in an uptrend. You want to respect that. If you own Netflix, trail the stop loss. I wouldn't short it just yet, but if you own it, I would trail the stop loss here. It's really going to have a hard time getting, in my opinion, through 110, but nonetheless, just trail the stop loss. That's the best and safest way to play it. Again, if you want to trade all these stocks with us, come on over to the intraday stock chat room. Take a 7-day free trial. You get to see everything that we're doing. Next one on my radar is going to be KMI, which is Kinder Morgan Partners, or Kinder Morgan, I should say. Kinder Morgan Partners is different. This stock is trading decently higher. It's trading right now around 38.04, closed at 37.58. So the stock is finally making a little bit of a move. I don't see anything really wrong or negative. It looks like they are buying out their portion of a joint venture they had, I believe, with Shell. So again, nice little move there for Kinder Morgan. I believe they also upped their dividend, but you can check out the news for yourself. Good little pop. I'm not seeing much to do here, but I like the morning move. Let's take a look at Citigroup. Citigroup reported earnings as well this morning. Stock right now is trading at $57.90. That's a good move. I'm going to give Citigroup the upside bias to around $58.75 to $59. I wouldn't short it. Just let it run if it's going to pop. Citigroup is showing good strength this morning. Another major financial is Goldman Sachs, one of the most important financial stocks that anybody can follow. This stock is trading lower. Goldman closed at $212.96. It's trading at $211.50. Not a big down move. The only level, though, that I do like for Goldman today would be around $204.50 if it did get down there. So keep that on the radar. I'm not sure if it happens, but if it does get down there, we'd like to play that one. Let's take a look at Charles Schwab. This company reported earnings as well. You can see some dips here and some flips right now, trading at $33.95. So Schwab is holding up pretty well this morning. We'll see if it can push up higher. The only level I'm really seeing here for resistance is around the $35.50, $35.30 level. There will be a lot of resistance. I don't know if it'll even get up there. That's still another $1.50 away. But if it gets up to $33.50, $33.30, that's where Schwab should stall out, at least in the near term. Let's take a look at BX, which is Blackstone. Blackstone, largest private equity firm in the world, right now trading at $40.80. It closed at $41.33, so nothing really terrible here. If the stock did fall, there's some support around $39.15. Also, I like the $34.80 level by some chance if it got down there. I'm not sure that is going to happen. Let's take a look at good old Sherwin-Williams, SHW. You're going to see that this stock is getting absolutely hammered today. I did work out a level this morning. This is purely mathematical, so it comes with higher risk. But the level I worked out was $247 and about 15 to 20 cents. Remember, this is a light volume equity. What I mean by that is Rarely on a trading day does it trade 1,000,000 shares. It generally trades about 500,000 on average. So just take that into account. This stock can sell off sharper than most people think, but the level I'm looking at for Sherwin-Williams, if you're an aggressive trader, it comes with high risk for a scalp play, is around 247. All right, let's turn our attention next up to United Healthcare, UNH. And you're going to see UNH right now trading at $124.21, closed at $125.86. I'm not seeing a lot here, but a level I would get interested in this stock would be at right around, I believe, the 117.80 area, right around there, 117.60. Right around there, I would be a buyer of UNH. So if it gets down to 117.80, 117.60, that is a pretty good intraday level. I think you'll get a decent bounce out of that spot. Let's take a look at Garmin, GRMN. This will be a gap play today. Garmin is getting hammered to the downside. Stock closed at 46.40. It is a strong gap lower. Right now it is trading at $40.98. Did trade as low as 40.50. So again, I will have gap levels for Garmin today. That will be posted up in the intraday stock chat room right at 9 a.m. Let's take a look next up at Philip Morris International. And you're going to see the stock right now is trading up around the 84.50 level, so a little overbought. Watch the 85.50 area. If you're aggressive, you could look for a pullback in that level. So 85.50, 85.52, 85.55, right in that vicinity, you can look for a pullback in this equity. So keep that on the radar today. Again, pretty good move though this morning. If you own it, trail your stop loss now. Try to ride it up to that 85.50 level. Not sure if it gets there, but if it does, that could be a good pullback level. Let's take a look at eBay. Not sure if we looked at that one yet. They are spinning off PayPal tomorrow. eBay is catching a good solid move today, but it is overbought now on the daily chart, so trail your stop loss. Not much you're going to do with it here. If you own it, great job. Just trail that stop loss real tight, because eBay is getting a little bit long in the tooth. And remember, PayPal will be spun off tomorrow, and that could affect the stock as well. So with that being said, everybody, I'm going to leave it here, short and sweet. Gold futures this morning are down $4 to $1,143. Crude oil up 26 cents to $51.67, and that's about all we have. Again, earnings season is underway. This is also an options expiration trading week. Tomorrow will be the expiration for the month of July, so expect a lot of volatility going forward in some individual names. Not so much in the market, but in individual stocks. With that being said, everybody, have a great trading day, and we will see you on the chart.